Hi everyone, thanks for joining Digibee session here on MES. I'm very glad that we have the opportunity to share a little bit of our dream. So, the world is pretty connected, dynamic, and evolving faster than ever. In a nutshell, what we're seeing is the digital giants are pushing forward in terms of digital transformation, and integration can become a huge challenge in terms of how we follow up in terms of digital integration. The reason why is because integration is actually a very complex problem. Since the second computer, it becomes a challenge, and now the scenario becomes much more complex with everything that is going on. So now we have public clouds like Amazon, Azure, AWS. Not only we are dealing with the old problems like EDIs and VANs, but now we have to deal also with marketplace, e-commerce solutions, other business partners, new realities in terms of bank servers. Fed now is coming, and there is a lot of new problems to tackle. And the business side is pushing for more digital solutions. And what we're seeing is, and this is not a simple task and not a simple quest, is basically all the integrations are done in different ways. Some are built with ESB, ETLs, others are coding, others are using APIs, REST APIs, SOAP web services. And in the end, what we're seeing is a complex scenario with different types of integration, very difficult to orchestrate, monitor, and maintain. There is a very interesting fact. Business Wire already said that a poor integration model, a poor integration architecture can cost you very much. They say it's more than $500,000 per year. Gartner did another research, and what they say is basically every digital transformation project has to deal with integration. Moreover, it takes more than 50% of the time invested in the project and the budget invested in the project. All the time we see that integration is being placed as a second problem, not a key challenge for digital integration. And that's a huge mistake. A lot of companies are tackling the problem by just bringing an API gateway, an API manager solution to the game, which is an important step. Basically, you are being able to expose some of your legacy solution in microservices and in API calls. And of course, you're going to build a beautiful API, a beautiful documentation portal, or as we call a developer portal, that will explain everything on how that API is working and exactly how it goes. But to be honest, that's just solving one application problem. Imagine that we have a very common task nowadays. So we want to turn our physical stores to the digital world, right? So, and to accomplish that, we're going to need an e-commerce solution. We're going to need to present our products also in marketplaces. We're gonna want to do pickup from the store, shipping from the store. Probably we're also going to use warehouse management systems. And of course, we're going to have to fulfill all that. So we're going to need to keep track of everything, how it's going to be fulfilled. Imagine that challenge. So let's start to integrate the ERP to your e-commerce solution. Of course, the e-commerce already have the APIs, and maybe you built your APIs for your ERP. So now, how are they going to talk to each other? Because those APIs are probably waiting for someone to do the calls. Moreover, that call that you're going to do in the e-commerce solution, let's say you're going to bring to the e-commerce from the ERP or your POS solution your stock, your full catalog, images, and things like that. So first of all, probably not all that information is sitting on an ERP, so you're going to have to reach that information, getting from other places. Moreover, you're going to need to take those informations directly to that API that is waiting for everything on the e-commerce side. So you see what I'm going for? So basically, if you just have API on both sides, someone's going to have to code between them to do the calls. And then we are back to the same problem. We have APIs, but we're also coding. We have APIs, but we're also using an ESP, an ETL. The problem is still there. The problem is still complex. So APIs are not enough to solve the entire problem. And nobody wants to go through developer portals. What we actually need is a hybrid integration platform that will connect to my ERP with whatever technology or connectivity solution they have. It may be an API, it may be a web service, it may be directly to the database or getting files from a folder. The point is, I'm getting that information from the provider system, probably enriching the information in the middle of the game, and then taking it for that API and doing all the calls in an orchestrated manner so I can fulfill all the catalog on that e-commerce tool, and then keep on going for the fulfillment, tracking number, and being able to bring back that information to actually do the pickup from the store or the shipping from the store. So if I put that problem in another way, what I would see is an integration landscape that will look like this. So I will build my three pillars: my enterprise service bus, an ETL for extract, transform, and load, and then that famous API gateway. Those are very important tools. We're gonna need those. But the fact is, they're not gonna solve the problem. Because you still need a queue manager. You still need to control all the queues that you have. You're still gonna need your EDIs, your vents, and all the other pieces that will come into place when we are talking about integration. Because you're gonna have to monitor. You're gonna have to keep all the versioning, control the workload, do load balance. How are you gonna deploy all that in all your test environment and production environment? That's not an easy task. And when you look for all that landscape, and you add that landscape to all the solutions that you're probably deploying, it can look on something like this. Because probably you are adopting an ERP that is already bringing an ETL solution, but that ETL is not the only one that you have. You also have another ETL for different applications, and you need an ESB. Of course, they're not bringing you the API gateway, so you're also adding that layer, and so on and so forward. Which means that maybe you are almost looking for an integration tool to deal with all the integration pieces and tools that you're putting together in your stack to deal with the end-to-end journey of the integration challenge. So when we looked to that problem, we came up with a different solution. A one single platform that we call a HIP, a hybrid integration platform, that can go to your internal systems inside your network and also integrate with the cloud solutions, putting your core systems on-prem in the middle of the integration challenging, and being able to govern all those systems in a very orderly manner. So my point is, let's build your integration in a much faster way using a low-code approach, but in a very efficient way in terms of what are the tools that you need to bring up in the game. Basically, we can control all that integration journey in one single hybrid integration platform with a lower cost of total opportunity. And how we do that? So basically, it's not only the platform, it's not only bringing together that complex stack of technology in one single hybrid integration platform, which of course is very important. And since we did that in a cloud native platform, we also bring resilience, scalability, performance, and a future-proof integration platform. But one of the very important challenges, okay, now that I have the platform, how am I going to use it? So what we do is, since we have a low-code approach, to learn and understand the platform, it only takes 2 to 3 weeks. With the platform, we guide you in a methodology that basically you're going to look to the integration as a consumer and provider solution, and what are the different applications that we're going to use to enrich the information in the middle. Everything that you're doing all over and over again in all your integrations, we can reuse, and we can bring that into capsules, almost like all your knowledge and that code you're using, we're going to reuse inside the platform using the capsule concept. More than that, the main capsules that you need, how you're going to integrate with SAP, with Oracle, all of that is already pre-built in the interface, is already pre-built in the tool. So very intuitive to use, and all of that guided by our experienced team that is only doing integration for a living, which means I'm not saying that we are there for to support you as just a level one support. It's more than that. We're gonna actually create the integrations with you, guide you through the journey, and all of that is all included in one business model that is a turnkey model. We're not charging professional service. There's no setup fee. There's no upfront investment. You only have your cost per business process, per pipeline that you're using. And we create all that by building a bridge. That bridge is basically building your pipeline with a low-code drag and drop approach. Everything running in a DevOps architecture, cloud native, that will be able to isolate all your pipeline, all your business process from one another, which means they're scalable, performatic, and if you have a problem in one of them, it's not going to interfere with the other. And all of that being monitored 24/7 inside the platform. You don't need another tool, but for sure you can integrate with your monitoring tool and open the tickets directly. That's all embedded in one solution. We have you covered from beginning to end. Your API, your ETL, your ESB, the monitoring tool, it's all there. It's all inside the architecture, and together with our simplicity approach that brings the team together with you to build the integration, which means we are faster time to market, data driven, we can save budget. It's a very simplified architecture that will bring a lower total cost of opportunity. More than that, we're gonna coexist with your legacy system, so you can take your time to do the modernization, right? We're gonna accelerate your API strategy. We can for sure be complementary to your API strategy if you already have one, and we're gonna give you operation and visibility and orchestration to all of that. Some customers already adopt us for sure. We have a beautiful case, for example, that we needed to bring a ERP, a full ERP that were on-prems to S/4HANA on the cloud. The project would take more than 18 months. We reduced 30% of that time by using Digibee as the key integration platform with all satellite systems, but more than that, to migrate the information from the on-prem to the cloud solution, avoiding a lot of the problems that usually you have on that type of product. There are more than 100 customers already with us, very happy, and may I say we did all that in less than 3 years. And the reason why I say they're very happy is because we measure that. We like to be very rigorous with and very competitive in actually bringing a solution that will help our customer to succeed. So we asked them, would you refer us to another client, doing a net promoter score research? And basically we had the result as 95, which means that from 0 to 10, almost all the clients said they would recommending us by giving 9 or 10 as a result. If you have the problem with integrations, and if you want to accelerate your digital projects and keep up with everything that is going on in the world right now with the digital giants and pushing forward your digital transformation project, please come and visit us in our website or visit us in our booth here in MES, so we can explain a little bit more of what we're doing and how we are helping a lot of our customers to succeed in this very competitive market. Thanks a lot for joining us, and please visit us in digibee.com. Thank you. Bye-bye.